People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. First part of the video. Noel Maitland goose is as good as cooked. If the prosecution, the popo, the justice system cannot get a conviction from this case, even if them not have Donnalee body, something is definitely wrong with the system. The system would have dropped the ball if this was to happen. And people, in this case, a lot of circumstantial evidence. However, the most significant circumstantial evidence is that couch. Now there was a driver, and there was an infamous voice note with conversations with the driver and also Noel Maitland as it pertains to some sort of couch being picked up at the apartment on Chelsea and dropped off at some sort of upholster person, which that upholster person does not exist. It was Sykes. Now people, if you've listened to that voice note or that video that I did, it was obvious that they were not in sync. Their stories were conflicting. Yes, the couch did exist. Yes, somebody picked up the couch. Yes, the two persons know about the couch. However, the location and the reason that the couch was dropped off was conflicting. So therefore, that was a red flag right there up on the spot. Now people, the most significant evidence about this couch that is going to be used in court against Mr. Noel Maitland and whomever else conspired to take away this girl was when that couch was actually dropped off. The location was verified, validated. It was dropped off to some sort of car wash on Linders Road. Don't quote me on the specific road. However, quote me that it was taken to a car wash. Now I saw a couple of videos, and one video was with L.A. Lewis interviewing the man at the car wash, one of the employees, one of the persons that saw when the couch came, saw when the couch left, know about the process of what happened the day in which the couch came and the day in which it left, who picked it up and who dropped it off. So people, I am going to let you take a look to two separate voice notes, one with L.A. Lewis and the employee at that car wash, and then apparently it seems as if L.A. Lewis contacted the mother. The mother's name is Mrs. Lugg, Sophia Lugg, L-U-G-G, I think the last name, don't quote me. So people, take a look to the conversation with L.A. Lewis and the employee at the car wash, and then I'll give my piece, and then I'll let you hear the voice note with the same car wash employee and Mrs. Lugg. Take a look.
So look you know, so what me say now? So hello, them know about the thing.
Everybody, the modest man, I don't know, liquid tablet,
Holy public.
I run like people over there. We have to first push out was going.
Yeah.
We own settee in that leather. We have own coach.
So come back, I hit the girl dead, you know?
Yeah. Did nothing, holy blood.
Yeah.
The dog tell Auntie say when them dog get shot. He got shot them, when them dog got shot them hand and go.
Now people, you hear where the man work at the car wash. The man said, the couch come in. When the couch come in, all sorts of red are run like river. That means it was not any sorts of speck. It was more like splash. More like splatter. 100-fold. So people, you know say the red did a gush out rapidly, run like a river, like you hear the man say. The man gave you the color of the couch. Why that is significant? Because the person that was on the voice note before, that infamous voice note, can also verify and validate what color was the couch, where the couch was dropped off. And people, you hear the excuse in which they use. Him claim say him dog get pie up, so therefore that is where all of the red is coming from. Now people, this is what is wrong with Jamaica and the people of Jamaica. They are too passive. Them have this attitude, me no want involved in a people business, and that is why we see Jamaica is the way that it is. Because people don't think that it is their civic duty to talk when they see obvious red flags. Obvious red flags like this. Where this man was so desperate, I am speaking about Noel Maitland, that he would actually take a couch to be clean, to be washed out, to wash away all the trace evidence of BLOOD. But people, on my basic knowledge of forensic science and BLOOD, it no wash away so easily. Some sort of trace evidence was always going to be left, especially when it was running like river, point blank and period. So people, that is what the conversation between L.A. Lewis and the employee sounded like. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what the same man had to say to Miss Sophia Lugg, the mother of Donnalee Donaldson. And then I'll give my piece.
Yeah. So you tell them, say this or the coach come and all of the blood and everything wash out tight. Jesus. Little did he know, small country, little did he know that we are all associates, man. I talk him off, you go talk now with the body there. But no worry yourself, you know. I'll not call you by the name the way me hear LA call you. I just can't remember the name when him call you. But no worry yourself. We going to nail this boy right now. Yo. Justice officer.
5. Tell her how much come out of the couch now. When the boss asks, tell her what the boy tell him so the blood come from.
It's a truck in the court. Like the van come back in.
Yeah.
And then so we pick up the court. You pick up the court with the Friday. They pick it up back before because Auntie said it was going to dry by about the Friday.
Yeah.
And we see the Friday be dry. We might pick up back water and not say it and still never dry.
So when him really bring in the truck?
Eh?
When him really bring in the coach there? Not the Wednesday?
Something like that. And then he took it come and feed the Friday. And he can pick it up at the Thursday.
You can't talk to me like that, you know. You can't tell me something like that. You have to tell me because a Wednesday call me after 11 and say, Mommy, you hear nothing from Donnalee in which my daughter, you take her from my house Monday night. You're not supposed to call me after 11 Wednesday ask me if I hear from her. That means say, I'm not supposed to hear from her. And then me hear say a Wednesday, the truck man bring the set he come go in a broad day.
Yeah. That's not going on.
So me I confirm with you now. Say a Wednesday come there.
Now people, remember I told you that this is going to be a clear-cut, open and shut case. Easy like 1, 2, 3 to get a conviction. However, people, we understand how the justice system works in Jamaica. However, in my opinion, even if the justice system, the prosecutors are the most incompetent set of prosecutors upon the face of Master God earth, this one, anybody can win this case, in my opinion. Now people, you hear what the man said, the employee. He spoke to the Popo. He told the Popo in intricate details, just like you hear him talking. People, this is going to be a very good witness when it comes to court. If this witness is not infiltrated by Noel's crony, Noel's people, for frighten him, for offer him money to change his statements or go at the court and give some BS testimony. That is the only way. However, very importantly, this man needs to be aware that, listen, his life is now in jeopardy based on the fact that he has credible information, important information, damning information, allegations about this man based on the couch, which is physical evidence. So people, like me say, even though them don't have a body, this is going to be easy as 1, 2, 3. Once somebody can come into court and verify and validate that BLOOD that was running like a river belongs, its trace 100% Donnalee Donaldson, point blank and period. And people, you hear the man very consistent. When he spoke to L.A. Lewis, and you hear the mother is excited. She is elated because she is seeing that, listen, the people on the street, on the ground, is doing the investigation. So therefore, they are not only reliant on the Popo or less reliant on the Popo because they know, say, with these people talking, the coachman and the conversation, that infamous video or audio about the coachman and also Noel, it is damning evidence. So people, the man give detail, a van come and a truck pick it up back, vice versa. And people, like the man said, they were expecting the couch to be dropped off, which was dropped off on Wednesday, to be dry by Friday. However, for some strange reason, he came back on Thursday. However, it was not done. Or it was not dry, sorry. Now people, here's the thing that the defense is going to use, and I am speaking about his lawyer, Mr. Christopher Townsend. The fact that this conversation was held between the mother and also this employee, and him say Wednesday, and then him say him think of Wednesday. And people, I am not going to say that it is going to make any sort of significant difference in the case, because people, their memory go lose some time. However, I am sure that any sort of desperate lawyer is going to say that is some sort of lie because it is inconsistent. However, people, the average man on the street, that is how they talk. Now, people, remember, the mother also said that Noel called her on Wednesday. And people, you hear this. Noel called the mother, Donnalee's mother, and asking her if she see the daughter. This was Wednesday late. And you hear the man say, Wednesday morning early, the couch was dropped off. So people, if that is not significant evidence, I don't know what else is. If the prosecution cannot get a conviction from that with just that, people, Jamaica pretty much gone to the dog, which it is. However, it the back a dog, point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.